This video was pretty much the piece of evidence that put me on the map. It's also the one I get the most, what's the word, most crap for, basically. You know, the debunkers try to, and the skeptics just will pick that thing apart. How it originally started, I got married, moved to Nebraska, and I was living in a town called Kearney, Nebraska. And I was watching TV and got up to get a drink of water when I noticed movement outside of one of the windows. And it's like, why the hell would somebody be looking in our window late at night? And then the first thing I thought was, oh my God, we got a peeping Tom trying to see my stepdaughters. This literally went on for months, good 3 months, maybe 4. Called the police, neighbors knew about it. It got so bad we set up little booby traps outside. And every time, you know, we heard a noise, we had a bat by the door and we'd run outside, but nothing. One day, one of the researchers said, hey, you've got a Sony Hi8 camcorder with night shot on it. Next time you see movement out of one of the windows, grab your tripod, put on a tripod, point it toward that window, and see what you can catch. Well, it happened, and I grabbed my camcorder and put the camera on the tripod and pointed it toward that window. And I went to the bathroom. I was sitting at the edge of the bathtub reading a magazine because I really wanted to catch this guy. I wanted to give him a little time to look in the window. And I was reading the magazine, and there were 2 flashes of light. And the second flash of light was so bright, it almost blinded me, and I had the door almost all the way shut. It's like, holy crap. So I looked, and I kind of ducked back, and then I kind of looked again. I see this head pop down, and it's like, yes, I got him. Finally got the little son of a gun. And I went to go look out of the window to see if I could see this guy. And I saw what I thought was a small child running toward the backyard. Whatever it was clipped the bush next to the house and stopped as if it heard me or something and slowly looked back at me. And what's interesting is I thought it was a full moon because I had a real good visual of this thing, whatever it is. And come to find out there was no full moon, so it might have been something else over our house that night. I was kind of staying away because my stepson had friends over for a sleepover. I didn't want him to get in trouble. And I woke up because I heard a noise. I had one eye open. And I'm sitting there going like this. And I see a naked figure run into my kitchen. I'm thinking, what in the heck is my stepson doing? I thought his friends dared him to do something. And I was going to go find my camera to blackmail him because I wanted to catch him on camera. I went upstairs and they were still asleep. I kind of woke one kid up. Opening the door, I said, I heard a noise, and then went back to sleep. Went back downstairs, made sure, there was nobody messing around with me. I was just about to turn off the camera when I see this figure looking at me through the sliding glass door, blinking, moving. It's like, that's got to be somebody in a costume or some kind of puppet or something. I got closer, he closed his eyes slowly, and as if he was trying not to make a sudden move, he slowly just moved off to the left and disappeared. It's like, holy crap. So I'm looking outside to see if, there's somebody holding like a puppet or something, and there's nothing. I went to the kitchen, and there were maybe 3 flashes of light that you can see reflecting off the windowsill of the kitchen. And I woke up on the ground 45 minutes later, only remembering seeing the flashes of light. I didn't remember actually seeing being in the window till I looked at the VCR.
Well, we were having a party up at their home, and it was a book signing party. A surprise party for Stan.
One of the things that we try to do is make sure someone is with Stan at all times, so that if something does happen, if he sees something, that there's a witness there.
it was raining outside, and I was looking out the window, you know, being really grateful for the friends I had, when I noticed this little girl at the edge of the driveway.
Stan had seen the little girl outside, and it was raining. He's like, come here, Victoria, look at the little girls out here. And I'm like, Stan, it's probably just a neighbor kid. Just get in. I'm not going out there. It's raining. You know, and it was after that that I said, I will never not pay attention if Stan Romanek says, hey, look at this. This is unusual.
I had my porch light on, and it illuminated the yard up enough that I could see this little girl standing in a gray jumpsuit at the edge of the driveway. She had dripping wet hair, and I'm thinking, it's 9 o'clock at night, it's raining, this girl's wearing a jumpsuit. What parent in their right mind would let their little daughter out in the rain like this? And why is she wearing a jumpsuit, and why is she staring at me?
I remember Stan going outside. He said he wanted to go outside for a little while. And it was kind of funny because then my friend Rick comes over and he goes, where's Stan? And I said, he went outside. He's like, is he alone? And I said, yeah. He's like, oh, I better go.
Damn it. Let me know whenever this happens. So I went outside immediately.
I was looking for a flashlight. All I had was my camera, and I was using my camera as a flash because I wanted to see what this little girl wanted, and she ran away again. And it was by chance that I clicked the camera just in time to get a picture of her looking from behind a tree, looking up from behind a tree. And I was so dumbfounded and amazed by this picture. All I could do was sit there and stare at it.
He had an odd look on his face, just dumbfounded. And I joked with him. I said, hey, Stan, how are you? Doing okay? He didn't respond. He just he stared at me.
And I was speechless. I couldn't say anything. He goes, Stan, are you okay? And I just showed him the picture. He goes, oh my God, you have to show everybody this picture. This is the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
When we got back into the party, I told everybody, I want everybody to listen for a second. And I said, I need everybody's attention right now. Something appeared to have just happened outside. And I'd like every one of you to look at what's on the camera here.
And her eyes were really large. They were very large, almond-shaped, human eyes, but very, very large.
It was more than a photograph. She was on top of that camera, emoting emotion.
It was a moving moment. Many people just started crying. They didn't. There was something so profound about what appeared may have just happened.
So this was really strange, and we're all, you know, kind of freaking out about this. Everybody had taken a look. So I kept telling him, let's get this on the computer. Let's get this on the computer.
Everybody said, go put it on your computer. Go put it on your computer so we could see it bigger. I took 2 steps down the stairs to go to my office. Beep! The pictures disappeared.
We checked. It was off the camera, not there. The shots before it were there. The shots after it were there. Every single person that was at that party saw it before it disappeared. And then he received a phone call.
And then 2 minutes later, the phone rang, and somebody handed me the phone, and I answered it. It's, Daddy, don't worry, I love you. I'm okay. I started just crying and crying and crying because I knew in my heart that it was. And then it all come flooding back. That little girl that was hugging my leg was the girl that was there at the party.